This is my literacy timeline. On July 19th, 1998, I was born. From the day I was born, I was around a lot of adults. I was born at Memorial Hospital. Since I was always around a lot of adults, they taught me to always use my manners, and I was always very formal and polite. And I always hung out with a lot of my older cousins at family events, and they would teach me manners also. And from 2000 to 2003, when my little brother was born, we were attached to the hip, and we did everything together. We also shared a bedroom. While my brother was at school, my brother and I would go to daycare and preschool together. I was a lot more quiet than him, so I wasn't as interactive than him with our peers, but I would listen a lot and I would repeat at home what my teachers were saying. In 2004, when I started kindergarten, I was always advanced at reading and writing because my parents decided to hold me back a year to start kindergarten. And because of this, I was reading a lot faster and spelling a lot better than my classmates. And I was always finishing stuff first because I thought everything was a race. And because of this, I wouldn't retain as much as my information as I should. And my teachers had to work with me that not everything was a race and I didn't have to finish everything first, and that learning the information is much more important than getting it done. In 2005, my parents decided to put me in sports. And again, my brother was with me. And sports was always really important to me. And I started to learn literacy in sports, and I started to learn the different types of words they would say that are specific to sports. And I like to hang around my coaches, and that's when I learned I wanted to be a coach as well, and how they interacted with their players and whatnot. In fifth grade, I did the spelling bee, and I made it pretty far because I was always really good at spelling. And I got out on the word embarrassed, and I still misspell it to this day. My teachers always said that when I heard a word, I could see it in my head and spell it out really easily. From 2009 to 2010, when I was in fifth grade, my older brother was on a travel baseball team. They traveled all around the country. I just wanted to help out the team any way I could. I was always in the team dugout, hanging out and being the bat boy. I was the team's lucky charm, you could say. I was around a lot of teenagers, so I heard a lot, even some bad words such as cuss words and things I shouldn't repeat. I learned a lot more sports lingo and how my older brother's coach interacted with umpires and the rest of his players. I was in junior high from 2010 to 2012, and I was always able to spell and read better than my peers, but they caught up to me eventually because I took much more interest in math than I was in reading. I learned to be very literate with numbers and how they worked with each other. I was in an advanced math class and always did well on every math test. 2013, when I started high school, I eventually got more technology like a phone and laptop, and I became more literate in the urban dictionary, you could say, and what young people were saying. And I got more literate with how technology works, how I use it, and what's the right and not way to use it. In 2015 to present day, I began playing a lot more video games. And I started learning a lot more how they work and what goes into making them. So you could say I became literate in how to put a gaming PC together, what goes where, and how everything works together. And ever since I went to college at Lincoln Land, I started to become a lot more social, a lot more putting myself out there because I took a speech class there and learned to be literate in public speaking. And yeah, and that's it.